Now, here we come to an issue that is, to some people, controversial, to other people, ridiculous, and to other people, a question mark. And that's what is called Al Jafar. I want to learn. How many of you have heard the word or are familiar with it? Raise your hand. I'm just for my purpose. About a couple of you. Al Jafar. Jim, Fa, Ra. Jafar. Yeah. Okay. I expected something like that, so I wasn't very far off. Okay. Those who, in a very historical, traditional manner, affiliate with Al-Imam Al Sadiq and At-Tashayyu', they say that there's a particular body of knowledge that was imparted to the Imams that no other human beings have. And this particular type of knowledge gives the Imams access to, for the lack of a better word, to al-ghaib. So they know things that almost are supernatural. Not any human being can know. This body of knowledge is referred to as al-Jafar. That's, I guess, putting in the most simplistic way. So this is in addition to the Shar'i ilm, to the Fiqhi ilm, to the Qur'ani ilm. There's this type of ilm. And it is said that it began when the Prophet alayhi wa alihi salatu wassalam himself deposited this type of knowledge in Al-Imam Ali. That was the beginning of it, and then from there on it continued from Imam to the next, until I guess the reappearance of the 12th Imam. In the Arabic language, the word Jafar simply means, if you want to look it up linguistically, some of you follow the language, you were here yesterday. It simply means if you have a small lamb or a small goat and they eat excessively, they begin to put on extra meat. This extra meat, if you want to make the transition from the linguistic to the Shar'i meaning, instead of saying meat, this would be the extra knowledge. So that's how the word moved from the linguistic to the Shar'i. It's not a ilm of talaqqi. Ilm comes through experience and through experimentation and through discovery. This ilm comes through its divine source. Yeah, you had something to say.
I was under the impression that Jafar was the knowledge of numbers, and that's like transferable, like meaning that
that's right.
Teach it to other people. It's like some sort of a strange, like ajaib kind of knowledge.
Yeah,
right? Is that like
that's right. Some Shi'i scholars, this is what I was getting to right here, they said that the knowledge of Jafar is the knowledge of letters, the letters in the alphabet, alif, ba, ta, to the end. They disclose a meaning that is relevant to the events of life, past, present, and future. This is not a consensual definition of al-Jafar, but there are Shi'i scholars who broke it down and said actually that is what it is. Until the time the world is over, this continues to go on. There are some other statements or lines in the books of history that tell you that Imam Al Sadiq said that we is in reference to the Imams, have Al Jafar, and he interpreted that as a container, a type of container made out of skin, in which there is the knowledge of all the scholars who have preceded from Bani Israel. When I see that word in the Islamic context, I have a special sensitivity to that. I tend to feel, this is my own bias, I'm telling you, this is one of the Israeliyat. The Israeliyat, they made their way all the way to the Quran. They can't make their way when they speak about Imam? Certainly they can. And I think this is one of them.
What is the source of this?
Well, the sources, I've put them down here. Wafiyat al-A'yan, Al-Sadiq. Wafiyat al-A'yan is by Ibn Khallikan. Al-Sadiq is by Sayyid Muhammad Hussein al-Muzaffar. Al-Washi'a fi Aqa'id al-Shi'a li Musa Jadallah.
And those are Shi'i writers?
Two of them are, one isn't. Yeah, this is taken from this particular one that I'm talking about, the Israeliyat. This is taken from Sayyid Muhammad Hussein al-Muzaffar, his book As-Sadiq. He's a Shi'i. Well, he's a Shi'i in the general sense of the word. I'm not going to, be judgmental here. But this is, and there's a lot of things they said about this Jafar. It's one of these issues that is there, and people are going to have to wake up and try to deal with it in the best possible way. In Al-Kulayni, for those of you who are not Shi'is, is almost equivalent to Al-Bukhari in the Sunni world. In Al-Kulayni, which is one of the major four references of the Shi'is, the Ithna Ashari Shi'is, Al-Jafar contains the knowledge of Musa's Torah, Isa's Injil or Gospel, and the knowledge of the prophets and the Awsiya and all the previous scholars of Bani Israel, and the knowledge of Al-Halal and Al-Haram, and the knowledge of what was and what will be. I'm translating you for. I was looking at the words and translating it for you word by word. Once again, for your future development, it's an area to think about, and it's an area to begin to try to make it as reasonable as possible. I personally have doubts about this whole issue of Al-Jafar.